more than one number, only those who declared bingo on the earliest number called will be declared winners and eligible to win the prize. Number 3, each bingo game will be closed when a winner or winners have called in and their cards have been verified, and it has been announced 3 times that the phone lines are open to receive your calls, and the game is declared closed. No further calls will be accepted with regards to that closed bingo game. Number 4, final win confirmation occurs when the winners present their date stamp sheet containing the winning card to NACTV Studio. Number 5, prize money is split evenly among multiple winners with a minimum payout of $25. Number 6, in the event of transmitting or telephone problems which prevent continuation of play prior to the event start or at any time during the event's duration, the game will be rescheduled or resumed on the next Wednesday night. Players will keep their cards for the following Wednesday and they will be accepted. If a player is unable to play the following Wednesday, they may exchange their cards at NACTV Studio for a future game. Please check the nactv.tv website or call the office for confirmation of the game or games to be played. Number 7, Game 1 is played to a blackout on the gold cards. Jackpot in 50 numbers or less is a minimum of $1,000. After 50 numbers, Game 1 continues to a blackout for a $100 consolation prize. Number 8, Games 2 and 3 are played on the colored cards, and tonight it's orange. Game 2, the X game, has $150 available to be won. Game 3, which continues on from Game 2, is a blackout. Jackpot in 52 numbers or less is a minimum of $500. After 52 numbers, Game 3 continues to a blackout for a $100 consolation prize. And number 9, if Game 3 is won with the tuning ball number drawn at the beginning of the session, the winner will receive either the jackpot or the consolation prize, whichever one they bingoed on, as well as the tuning pot, which is now sitting at $3,792. And that's our rules for tonight. So we're going to find out what our tuning number is. And the tuning number is going to be N33 tonight, which I'm not sure what happened there, but I will let you know later too. Okay, there we go. There's the screen and there's your tuning number. So tuning number is N33. We're not playing that one. It goes back into with the rest of the balls. And your tuning number is N33. We'll be looking for that maybe second, third game. Okay. Game 1, jackpot in 50 numbers or less, with a prize of $16,567. Your first number out is under the I-22. I-22. Under the O-64. O-64. Under the B-11. B-11. Under the I-18, I-18. Under the N-32, N-32. Under the G-56, G-56. Under Under the I-25, I-25. Under the I-23, I-23. Under the G60, G60. Under the O68, O68. Under the N41, N41. Under the N33, N33. Under the O67, O67. Under the G58, G58. Under the N38, N38. Under the B9, B9. Under the G55, G55. Under the O73, O73. Under the G49, G49. Under the I-26, I-26. Under the G46, G46. Under the I-27, I-27. Under the I-28, I-28. Under the G50, G50. Under the N43, N43. Under the B2, B2. Under the I-16, I-16. Under the I-30, I-30. Under the N31, N31. Under the B6, B6. Under the G59, G59. Under the G47, G47. Under the G54, G54. Under the O72, O72. Under the O66, O66. Under the I-17, I-17. Under the G57, G57. Under the O63, O63. Under the B15, B15. Under the N44, N44. Under the N37, N37. Under the N42, N42. Under the B7, B7. Under the I-24, I-24. Under the I-19, I-19. Under the O75, O75. Under the O65, O65. Under the B8, B8. Under the G53, G53. Under the I-29, I-29. And that is your 50th number, so we'll pause here for 2.5 minutes. And the phone number to call in is 204-476-2639. But we have both phone lines open to receive your calls. Both phone lines are open. Okay, so our community announcements. There's a community meal program that's available Tuesday to Friday, available for pickup at the Yellowhead Manor Kitchen or at a number of different places in town that seniors live in. It's $11, and you can call Vicki or George at 204-476-5218. Evergreen Environmental Technologies, which is our waste and recycling depot halfway between Nipo and Minnedosa, is open Monday to Friday 8 to 4 and Saturday 8 to 3. They will be closed on September 4th, which is the long weekend. Beautiful Plains Museum is open for this season. Their operating hours are from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesday to Saturday and 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Sundays. For tours outside of normal hours, call 204-212-2723 or 204-476-2687. Okay, the Handy Van is having a 50-50 ticket fundraiser. And if they want to get tickets, they can call 204-841-3674. They will also be available on September 19th if they haven't yet sold out. And on September 19th is the Co-op Fuel Day, and Co-op will be donating 10 cents per liter on this September 19th for the Handy Van to help raise money for them. And you can purchase 50-50 tickets on that same day if there's any available, and there will also be a barbecue as well. Okay, so phone lines are open to receive your calls, and for the third and final time, phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any calls, I declare this game closed, and we'll move on to the consolation round. Still playing on the gold colored cards. And your next number is under the N36, N36. Under the I-20, I-20. Under the O-71, O-71. Under the N45, N45. Under the B5, B5. Under the N40, N40. Under the O69, O69. Under the B4, B4. Under the B10, B10. Under the I-21, I-21. And that's all your I's. So anything under the I should be covered. Under the N35, N35. Under the O62, O62. And we have a caller, so we will stop here, and we do have one phone line open to receive your calls.
6757.
062. So we have a valid bingo on 062, the last number called. So 062 is a valid bingo.
Yeah, okay, that's a bingo.
And we do have one phone line open to receive your calls.
6, 7, 5. What is your name?
So after this game, we'll be going on to our orange colored cards.
Pardon?
And your tuning number is N33, which isn't important for game 2, but because it's on the same colored cards that we'll be playing. If it appears in game 2, then it obviously won't be available for game 3. And the tuning pot of $3,792 will grow. And we sold 101 cards last week.
Oh, okay. CHO. Are you still there?
So yeah, the tuning number is N33. We do have one phone line open to receive your calls.
Hello?
Somebody else has called in.
Okay, 1 second here. Bingo-Aug?
Oh, I think there was just a connection issue. They just called back and they connected on the other line. Okay, so we still have a phone line open. We still have one phone line open to receive your calls.
Okay, congratulations.
Okay, we now have both phone lines open to receive your calls. Both phone lines are open. That's a C.
Yeah.
Okay, for the third and final time, the phone lines are open to receive your calls. And not hearing any further calls, I declare this game closed, and we will move on to our letter X game, but not before we find out who won. The Bonanza Consolation was won by Barb Chompson of Neepawa and purchased the cards at Touchwood Park. Congratulations, Barb. Okay, we will be moving on to the orange colored cards. And we will be playing the letter X game first, as shown on the screen there, with a prize of $150 to be won. The first number out on those orange colored cards is under the N41. N41. Under the N43, N43. Under the N38, N38. Make sure you cover these numbers because it's a carry-on game to game 3, so you will need these numbers, even though it's not going to help you on the letter X. Under the I-27, I-27. Under the N44, N44. Under the O69, O69. Under the I-28. I-28. Under the G46. G46. Under the I-16. I-16. Under the O-74. O-74. Under the I-20. I-20. Under the O-65. O-65. Under the B-10. B-10. Under the I-17. I-17. Under the N-45. N-45. Under the O-68. O-68. Under the B-1. B-1. Under the N-35. N-35. Under the B-11. B-11. Under the B-5. B-5. Under the I-29. I-29. Under the O-66. O-66. Under the 36 and 36. Under the B8, B8. Under the I-25, I-25. Under the B6, B6. Under the G48, G48. Under the G57, G57. Under the B7, B7. Under the O73, O73. Under the O75, O75. Under the G59, G59. Under the N31, N31. Under the G53, G53. Under the O67, O67. Under the B4, B4. Under the G54, G54. Under the G58, G58. And we have a caller. So this ball that you see in the window hasn't been called yet, so it's not valid.
741. And what number did you pick more?
Ah, valid bingo on G58. Congratulations. So we have one valid bingo on G58. Yes,
Okay, that's
we got a valid bingo on G58. And the other phone line is open to receive your calls. So we still have one phone line open. And I'm going to make that handy van announcement again here. So the handy van will be having a fundraiser on September 19th. They'll have 50-50 tickets if there's still any available. They'll be selling them at Co-op for the Co-op Fuel Day. And Co-op will be donating 10 cents per liter that is sold on September 19th as for the handy van. And if they want to get tickets, they can call 204-841-3674.
And where did you buy it from?
3674.
Okay, congratulations. I said congratulations. Okay,
And that's for the handy van.
bye.
And the handy van is a van that can transport people in wheelchairs as well as others. It's sort of like our taxi in Nipwa here, if you're not familiar with it.
Oh, excuse me. Oh. Sorry.
Okay, both phone lines are now open to receive your calls. Both phone lines are open. Okay, let's see. Our tuning number N33 has not been called, so it's still in play. So there's a potential to win that in Game 3 and that $3,792 pot, which would have $1 per package sold for tonight's game added to it if somebody did bingo on the N33 in the next game. A few more seconds here. Okay, for the third and final time, the phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any other calls, I'll declare this game closed. And we'll move on to jackpot in 52 numbers. And the prize is going to be $6,814. Okay, and our winner on the Big X was Marion Roboluck of Nipwa, purchasing the cards at Harris Pharmacy. Congratulations to Marion. And your next number out on those orange colored cards, looking for a blackout in 52 numbers or less with the prize of $6,814. We have B9 under the B9. Under the I-21, I-21. Under the G51, G51. Under the G55, G55. Under the N39, N39. Under the O61, O61. Under the G50, G50. Under the O72, O72. Under the N32, N32. Under the N33, N33. Oh yeah. Under the I-23, I-23. Under the B-15, B-15. Under the I-19, I-19. Under the O70, O70. And that is your 50-second number, so we'll pause here for 2.5 minutes. And the phone number is 204-476-2639. And the following businesses support NACTV by carrying the bingo packages. They are Harris Pharmacy, Tim Tom Asian Grocery Store, Rocking Animal House, Touchwood Park, and the Nipawin Legion. As well, the following businesses have supported NACTV station through their donations. Beautiful Plains School Division, Clark's Funeral Home, Century 21, Hiller Electric, Step Into Action, Shergrove, Nipawin District Wildlife Association, Pyramid Collision, Safeway, Elks Manor Tenant Association, Nipawin United Church, White's Funeral Home, and the Rotary Club of Nipawin. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. And the tuning number, N33, was called as the 48th number called. So that tuning pot will grow. And it looks like the blackout pot will grow as well. We'll wait another minute and see what happens on that one. So again, if you drive, try and fill up on September 19th at Co-op. You'll be supporting the handy van in the tune of 10 cents per liter that you purchase. A few more seconds here. And for the third and final time, the phone lines are open to receive your calls. not hearing any calls, we will move on to the consolation round. So for a $100 prize now, for the blackout, next number is under the I-24. I-24. Under the I-30. I-30. Under the N42, N42. Under the G60, G60. Under the O62, O62. Under the O63, O63. Under the I-22, I-22. Under the O71, O71. Under the B12, B12. Under the B, okay, I am not going to call that because we just had a caller come in, so I'm not calling that. So it looks like we've got a winner. We will verify this.
2627. And that was on B12.
B12, valid bingo on B12.
Okay, that's a bingo.
And we have another caller calling in. We will find out what they bingoed on, whether it was on B12 or an earlier number.
Okay, and what is the number in the middle of the card? 8523. On B12 also.
And we have another valid bingo on B12. So we currently have 2 valid bingos on B12, which also makes our phone lines busy,
All right. So there's
since we only have two phone lines coming into here. This is where we do the bingo.
cancellation. And what is your name? Pardon? Oh, Linda Ford. It's Chris 5.
And I think we'll just
Nicola,
have some silence here while we're waiting for the information to come in
and what is your phone?
on who won and waiting to have another phone line available. See if anybody else will claim that pot, although you need to split it.
All right,
So you do get a minimum of $25.
Okay. Just hang on, I would say.
And we do have somebody else calling in, so we'll find out what they got for a winning number.
What? B3. No, that hasn't been called yet.
Oh yeah, the B3 was in the
No, it
window.
wasn't.
B3 wasn't called,
No,
and even
B3 was,
even if B3 was called, we had somebody bingo an earlier number on B12. So B12 is our valid bingo
B3
number.
hasn't been called yet. It was gonna get called, but it hasn't.
Plus it does B12. They won on
Okay.
B12.
Right. No, she thought she could do it on B3.
But we had somebody bingo on earlier numbers. We had somebody bingo on earlier numbers, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So although B3 is in the window,
A1, 2, 3,
it hasn't
right?
been called. But also we had somebody bingo on the number before B3, which was B12. So B12 was our valid bingo. So we do have a phone line open to receive your calls now. We have a phone line open.
What is the first name? Oh,
So we always go by earlier number called, which sometimes happens. The phones get busy, and the last person that calls in ends up bingoing on an earlier number, and then the other people are no longer winners. It happens because we have no way of telling until people call in to let us know what they bingoed on. For the number, which of course we double check and make sure that's the number they bingoed on.
204. Where did you buy your
So
tickets?
we do have one phone line open. If anybody else wants to call in and check, we can always do that too.
All right, congratulations.
But B12 right now is the number that has claimed the prize, and there are 2 winners at this current time. And we now have both phone lines open to receive your calls. Both phone lines are open. Oh. Thank you. $30 seconds to go before we wrap up this game. Well, the jackpots will grow by 50 cents per package sold this week, and the tuning pot grows by $1 per package sold this week. Okay, for the third and final time, the phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any further calls, I'll declare this game closed. And that will wrap up our bingo for tonight. Our winners on the Blackout Constellation were Linda Ford and Tanis Brown, both of Neequa, purchasing from Harris Pharmacy and from NACTV. Okay, let's recap for tonight. The Bonanza Constellation was won by Barb Chompson of Neequa, purchasing the cards at Touchwood Park. The Big X was won by Marion Robaluk of Neequa, purchasing the cards at Harris Pharmacy. Linda Ford is sharing the Blackout Constellation prize. Purchased the cards at Harris Pharmacy. And then Tanis Brown also winning on the Blackout Constellation and purchased the cards here at NACTV. Congratulations to our winners. You can pick them up after 1 p.m. tomorrow. Thank you very much for playing along. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.